Well, the Chicago era punctuates three particular ideas. That we were a missional, multicultural, and ministry releasing movement.
Women have always played a vital role in the Pentecostal Church of God. From our very first ordained minister was a woman. It was Ida Tribbett. And then of the first 8 recorded missionaries that we ever had, 5 of them were women. So right from the beginning, they were taking the gospel to the uttermost parts of the earth.
We were reaching people for Christ, church planting, taking the gospel around the world, but we were also multicultural. When we reorganized in 1923, 2 of our founding trustees were African American, one was Polish American, and one was Italian American. Another notable moment happened in the Ottumwa era concerning our youth ministries. The Pentecostal Young People's Association, PIPA, was established in the late 20s. Our first national youth director was Alfred Worth. It was an exciting moment for the Pentecostal Church of God because youth ministries really began to blossom and grow at that time.
For some reason, again, ever since I was raised and I was 5 years old, when our family came to the Lord into the PCG in 1954. But I always admired youth leadership. I wanted to be like my local youth leader. I wanted to look like them. I was too little to have a yellow PYPA sweater, but I had a tan cowboy sweater that I would wear on Saturday nights to our youth service. But I always had a desire to be a PYPA leader.
Well, there are several wonderful moments during the Kansas City era. In fact, in 1942, we were known to be the fastest growing Pentecostal denomination in the United States. Our World Missions department actually developed full-time leadership at that particular time. There were all kinds of exciting moments when it comes to our missional growth.
Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and lo, I am with you always. That's the mission of the church, and the church exists for that one purpose. And when a church isn't fulfilling that purpose, they might as well close their door.
During the Joplin era, several ministries were launched. We launched the Kingsmen, we launched Pentecostal Ladies Auxiliary, the PLAs, we launched home missions and Christian education and our military chaplaincy. So we had some incredible moments where we launched new ministries during the Joplin era, and we had some tremendous leaders. R.D. Hurd, Roy Chappell, James G., all served as general superintendents or bishops. And because of these great leaders, I feel like we stand on the shoulders of giants. And I know there have been times that I've looked up and basically said, I hope you're proud of us. I hope all of our leaders who have served are proud of the Pentecostal Church of God and where we're headed and what our destiny will be for a second century PCG.
We need to be one. For one of the problems that we have faced is lack of unity, or each person doing their own thing and having its own mission. And it's important that we come together and be one, and to be working together for the same cause. I believe it has real possibilities, not as a slogan, but as a fact.
Well, the Dallas-Fort Worth era is even now being written. So it's exciting to see what God is doing and will do, much like our early beginnings in Chicago. It was exciting for us to transition to Dallas-Fort Worth because we returned to the city. We returned to a hub of transportation and communication. Think about the idea that now we have nations that have nearly as many, if not more, PCG members than the United States. Nations like Brazil, the Philippines, Ethiopia. So we are a multinational, multicultural, multi-generational church. And our mandate is now to filter everything through the grid of living as that missional movement. So our destiny lies in our passion and commitment to live as a global church, as a global mission.